Good evening and welcome to ICU TV Main News. My name is Miriam Deborah Gamani. Let's take a look at the stories making headlines. Kabwe man dies after being swept away in drainage while retrieving fallen phone. Ministry of Health applauds financing alliance for supporting primary health care. And later in the news, Sialubalo urges chiefs to monitor CDF projects. And in our international news, over 200 Kenyans fighting for Russia in Ukraine war. And in our sports news, Chipolopolo depart for South Africa for Bafana friendly. More details coming shortly after this. And now the news in details. A man from Mokululu Township in Kabwe, Central Province, tragically lost his life after being swept away by rainwater in an underground drainage system while trying to retrieve a phone. The incident happened on November 12, 2025. The deceased Siphon Mumba entered the drainage during heavy rainfall to recover a phone dropped by a woman, Agnes Mwale. Central Province Deputy Police Commanding Officer Lamakani Chelwa explained that Mumba was carried about 400 meters underground through a manhole by a strong current, and water was found trapped near the civic center. The deceased mother, 67-year-old Esther Mutalaba, said she only learned of his death after he left home in the morning for work washing cars in town. The Ministry of Health has praised the Financing Alliance for Health FAR for supporting Zambia's health sector, particularly in strengthening primary health care as a pathway to universal health coverage. During a courtesy call, Health Minister Dr. Elijah Muchima welcomed FAR's contribution to community health system and technical assistance, noting the government's 16% budget increase towards primary health care programs in 2025. FAR co-CEO Selena Scottney reaffirmed the organization's commitment to health financing and urged wider access to the national health insurance system, including for informal workers. More details in this report.
Your commitment to Zambia's health sector is deeply appreciated. Czech Republic have gone deeper into our rural areas, some rural parts where even fellow Zambians have never been. We have been in Western Province, very committed. We have received some donations at UTH in terms of ambulance and some beds. Our relationship goes from strength to strength.
The Minister of Local Government and Rural Development, Honorable Gift Sialubalo, has called on traditional leaders to actively monitor the Constituency Development Fund projects in their chiefdoms to enhance accountability and service delivery. Speaking during a visit to the House of Chiefs alongside Lands Minister Silva Masebo, he said chiefs will help placed to identity regulators to ensure quality development through close community engagement. He also stressed the role of traditional leaders in facilitating land for developing under the decentralization agenda, which aims to build strong, self-reliant district economies.
2026 national budget reflects the government's ongoing efforts to stimulate inclusive growth and reduce inequality. However, as highlighted by NGOCC, there remains gaps in addressing the needs of marginalized groups, particularly women and girls, in key sectors such as education, health, social protection, and agriculture.
We take a short break, more news coming shortly after this.
Welcome to the Zambia Research and Development Center, an institution dedicated to national development through capacity building and community development. Established in 2007 by a group of professionals and lecturers, ZRDC has since become a hub of research and innovation in the country. Registered with the Ministry of Home Affairs under the Registrar of Societies, ZRDC pursues cutting-edge research to address pressing social and economic challenges. Get involved. ZRDC engages in activities that stimulate international collaboration, promote knowledge sharing, and make research expertise available to decision makers. Our mission at ZRDC is to foster innovation and capacity building for national development. We believe in addressing poverty and underdevelopment through institutional and capacity building, human empowerment, and gender participation. In our quest to foster innovation and capacity building for national development, ZRDC launched the ZRDC University Sponsorship for Capacity Building and Development Program to facilitate knowledge advancement among ZRDC researchers and those intending to join the research community. Qualified Zambian citizens can pursue education at credible universities in Zambia with guaranteed prospects of joining the ZRDC research community. ZRDC engages in industrial and technological research, covering research development and innovative investigations to drive dynamic industrial development at national and regional levels. Join us at the Zambia Research and Development Center as we continue to innovate, empower, and shape a brighter future for Zambia. ZRDC, fostering innovation and capacity building for national development.
Thank you for staying with us. And now in our local stories, the Ministry of Information and Media has launched the 2026 SADC Media Awards, encouraging journalists to promote regional integration, democracy, and development through their work. Permanent Secretary Tabo Kawana, represented by Director Bernard Domingo, highlighted projects like the Kazungula Bridge, the Zambia-Tanzania Power Interconnector, and the Lubuto Corridor as key regional initiatives worthy of coverage. He said journalists play a vital role in shaping national narratives, advocating for the marginalized and promoting transparency.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, in a world filled with information overload, the significance of our own stories should not be overlooked, especially those that contribute positively towards the achieving of regional integration, cooperation among the people in the SADC region. Regional integration, ladies and gentlemen, and telling our own stories were among the key reasons for establishment of SADC Awards.
The Ministry of Sports, Youth and Arts has announced ongoing works to replace the old playing surface at the National Hero Stadium with a modern hybrid turf that meets FIFA and CAF standards. The project, costing $1.4 million, is being executed by South African company Sportfa and includes equipment for maintenance such as turf cutters and tractors. 70% of the work has been completed so far. Permanent Secretary Kangwa Chileshe stressed the importance of training local staff to handle maintenance, ensuring the long-term quality of the new facility.
We're also building capacity of our young people to be able to maintain the turf. We want to have at least not just one. We want to have even 10 young people that can cut a hybrid turf. We want to have at least 10 or even 15 young people that can maintain the irrigation system, so that even if we train these ones, okay, in case they find other jobs, we can have some that we can retain. But as a stadium, it should be an ongoing program so that knowledge is being retained. Okay, in case these 100 young people that we're going to train in the maintenance of the turf, in case they leave the country or seek greener pastures, but the stadium should have its own robust program where knowledge, information can be passed on. And even other stadiums that are coming up, whether it's in Koloma, whether it's Levi Mwanawasa, if they want to do that, they should be able to come to Euro Stadium and be trained in how to maintain a hybrid turf. So we don't have to be importing labor just to maintain a hybrid turf. So I think this is the responsibility that we have, and it should move alongside with the rehabilitation, but also the capacity building of our people.
Zambia and the United Arab Emirates have signed a memorandum of understanding to strengthen cooperation in tourism on the sidelines of the UN Tourism General Assembly in Saudi Arabia. The agreement aims to promote tourism investment, cultural exchange, and industry innovation. The deal was signed by Zambia's Tourism Minister Rodney Sikumba and AUE Economy and Tourism Minister Abdullah bin Tawq Al-Mari. Both countries agreed to collaborate on culinary tourism, extended stays, and visa easy to boost visitor numbers. This partnership builds on UAE's existing investment in Zambia's mining and hospitality sectors and supports Zambia's 8th National Development Plan to position tourism as a driver of economic diversification. You're still watching ICU TV Main News. We take a short break. More to come in international and sports news. Stay with us.
The Information and Communications University is driving the thrill for the nation in research and development. Enroll now for full-time and distance programs in the School of Engineering, Humanities, Business and Education. To apply, visit our website at www.icuzambia.net or call us on +260 211 221 662 or 0966 342 359. Sponsorship is available. Enroll now.
Welcome back, and now in our international news. The Kenyan government has revealed that around 200 Kenyans, including ex-security personnel, are fighting for Russia in its war against Ukraine, with concerns that more could be recruited. Some returned fighters say they were forced to work under dangerous conditions, including assembling drones and handling chemicals without training on protective gear. President William Ruto has asked Ukraine to help release Kenyans trapped in the war, as reports emerge of Africans being recruited through deception into the conflict. And still in our international news, Hamas has announced plans to hand over the body of another Israel captive today, as Israel forces continue air and ground operations across Gaza. Air raids have hit Beit Luhai, eastern Gaza City, and Khan Yunis, and outer shining reports in the south. Gaza's health minister reports that 260 Palestinians have been killed and over 600 injured since the last ceasefire. Israel forces also struck targets in southern Lebanon, claiming that Hezbollah weapon sets since October 2023. Israel's war on Gaza has killed over 69,000 people, while Hamas' October 7 attack left 1,139 dead in Israel and around 200 taken hostage. You're still watching ICU TV Main News. We take a short break. Stay tuned for sports news.
The Information and Communications University is driving the thrill for the nation in research and development. Enroll now for full-time and distance programs in the School of Engineering, Humanities, Business and Education. To apply, visit our website at www.icuzambia.net or call us on +260 211 221 662 or 0966 342 359. Sponsorship is available. Enroll now.
Welcome back, and now in our sports news. The Sialubalo have left for Port Elizabeth ahead of Saturday's international friendly against South Africa at the Nelson Mandela Stadium. With a full squad already named, coach Moses Sichona is leading a mix of local and foreign-based players, including Jack Lehen, who joins the team in Port Elizabeth. Power Dynamos and Zesca United players have been partly excused due to CAF commitments. The team will face Angola on November 18th as part of the preparations for the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations, where Zambia is in Group A with Morocco, Mali, and Comoros. That sports item brings us to the end of ICU TV Main News, but before we leave, a quick recap of the stories that made headlines. Kabwe man dies after being swept away in a drainage while retrieving fallen phone. Ministry of Health applauds financing alliance for supporting primary health care. Sialubalo urges chiefs to monitor CDF projects. And in our international news, over 200 Kenyans fighting for Russia in Ukraine war. And in our sports news, Sialubalo depart for South Africa for Bafana friendly. Thank you for tuning in to our ICU TV Main News. For more updates, stay tuned to our Facebook page ICU TV and our website at www.nate.net. Good night and God bless.